Welcome to the GuestX podcast, where my co-host Brian Amaui and I uncover the latest technologies and human-driven initiatives that are raising customer expectations and forever changing how we define customer experience across a host of industries. If you are passionate about creating incredible content and unique experiences, join us as we talk to leading product and experience experts across the globe and learn about how today's most successful brands are setting themselves apart from the competition. So we've been teasing this for a few days now, right? And we met in the Atlanta airport and flew from Atlanta to Albany. Drove from Albany to Lennox. There's a little bit of planes, trains, and automobiles here, but went to the Norman Rockwell Museum last night. But we are in Lennox, Massachusetts, as we've told people, and now we can finally tell them about the really cool project. And we're going to do a show around this project. But what we're here for, the embargo has finally been lifted and we can talk about it. So tell them, go ahead, Brian, jump into what we're doing here.
Yeah, I think this opportunity is something we've never done before.
Yeah,
and it was very different, very cool to come here. We're invited by VRBO, Verbo, and the Home Depot. Yep. And basically what they've done is they've picked a homeowner up in Lennox, Massachusetts. And these people have operated this vacation rental for a few months, and they saw an opportunity to take the home and elevate it. And so what they did was they partnered up together, Home Depot and Verbo, hired a few very high-end consultants, designers, and they wrapped it all with their team. And the final project is basically a whole renovated, brand new home that they're going to publish on Verbo.
Yeah.
And it was phenomenal. I mean, I don't know.
It really is. We're sitting up here, so we should say we're sitting in this home right now.
Right.
We're up in the, I don't know if they call this they call it the bird's nest, or kind of at the top of this home. It's on this beautiful lake. You're going to see all of this, and they didn't really completely remodel it either, right? I feel like it was this amazing combination of purpose-built or purpose-designed changes for a vacation rental, right? A home that was once, I got to imagine at some point this was probably a permanent residence, but how do you purposefully redesign the home in a way that makes it a better vacation rental, both from driving ADR, driving occupancy, but just a better guest experience.
Right.
But also then how do you do that in a way that is economically feasible? You don't have to change everything.
Well, you don't want to take the charm out of the house.
That's a good point. And I think it's an excellent point. And that's what I feel like is they've captured or recaptured that charm, but done so in a way that's now made it even more desirable as a vacation rental. And they've done it with all Home Depot products.
Which was phenomenal.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, some of the products that we're going to see on the show and through the video, you guys will see the links below, but the products are all available in Home Depot, and half of the stuff that you're going to see, I had no clue that they had.
No, not at Home Depot, right? You're not going to see lumber, right? I mean, but you're getting some really cool furniture, accessories, which really make the difference. And so we're going to talk to each of these designers. And what I like too is these designers are I call they're professional designers, but they're influencers who came up through social media, have clearly got an incredible talent for what they're doing, but brought them in, assigned them different pieces or different parts of the house so that they could show people that, hey, with the right design, you can really, you said it, elevate these homes.
Right.
And for the homeowners, again, drive ADR, drive occupancy. We've talked, I do believe this industry now is settling back down with the economy and some of the struggles we're going through there. So now is the time to really look at how do we set ourselves apart? And we spend a lot of time, you and I both do, about getting outside the home, connecting with local tours and attractions, but inside the house. How do I do it? Where should I start?
Yeah.
Right. That's the key.
So that is, it's a good topic. One thing to note before I go into the rest of the conversation is that every one of the designers, so they pick 3 designers, 3 teams, they didn't talk about the project, so they didn't influence each other in the actual design. And the end result was so cohesive that, a lot of the rooms you're going to notice that they used a lot of the same furniture, the same palettes and the colors. So it was very interesting because the end product and the end result was a good product.
Oh, it's an excellent product.
Because they understood the actual product itself, the house itself, where it was situated.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited to show some of these videos.
I am too. I think the last thing I'd say, you and I got really excited about this project. And I think the reason we got excited is because we think there's a lot of opportunity. Like if purpose-built, and you're a big fan of purpose-built, right? It happens a lot in Orlando, and it's happening in destinations across the United States. And that does make it easier when you're purpose-building the structure. But we all know that the charm of these homes, you don't want to lose that. And in a lot of these areas where homeowners are going in to buy second or third homes and they're looking to put them on vacation rental markets, you're not going to start from the ground up. But that doesn't mean that you can't still have purposefully designed. So we wanted to bring this to all of our professional property managers, to our homeowners who are listening and watching our show, to show them, hey, there are solutions out there, and there's some experts in the area, and really give people an idea of how to elevate our entire industry.
I think that's right. It starts with the real estate.
Yep.
We'll show you, different types of real estate, different types of design. It comes down to taste. It comes down to understanding the location. Ultimately, it really comes down to being able to execute for your guest.
Yep. Absolutely.
So if you know the customer base and what they're looking for inside of a home, when they're booking the home, we want to bring that to you guys. Whether it's done professionally, maybe you just are an excellent designer.
Yeah.
It's
not me.
You don't need professional design.
No.
I've done an enormous amount of houses, interior design.
You've got a little bit of that, a little more of that than I do.
And I love doing it. I have a passion for creating space and being able to elevate the guest experience inside of a house. And there are people that just have a knack for being able to put together houses. My wife, we've bought a couple homes. Some of them she never saw.
Yeah.
And we lived in them and we loved it. The end results were fantastic. But you have the ability to do it on your own. And if you know that you can, then do it.
Yep.
Or you can hire a professional and go down that route and execute really well.
It's going to be great. So we'll get into it. We're even going to talk to Verbo, the Home Depot. It's going to be a great show.
The designers as well.
And the designers is going to be, I think that's really the key here, is they're going to walk us through, their thought process. And it's going to be a lot of fun.
And let's not forget the homeowners. So we're going to bring the homeowners in. They actually had absolutely no idea that what the end product was going to look like. So
the big reveal.
They got to see the house yesterday. So a few hours before us.
Yeah.
And we'll get their reaction and what that process looked like, and what they're expecting to do over the next couple of years.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
That's it for this week's episode of GuestX. Be sure to sign up for our email list at guestxpodcast.com. That's guest, the letter X, podcast.com. And follow us on your favorite podcast apps so you never miss an episode. He is Mr. Guest Experience Brian O'Malley, and I'm Matthew Loney, signing off and reminding you to always create a customer experience worth talking about.
This podcast is a Hospitality.fm production.